This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, league play is in full swing and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Dublin battle Granada, Fremont meets Saratoga, and San Ramon Valley takes on Doherty Valley.
Girls Hoops features St. Francis and Mitty. We have great soccer action with Mountain View and Homestead, and the East Bay soccer star in her road from Nicaragua to the Bay Area. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the Diablo Foothill League with league play starting this week. Both Clayton Valley and Northgate are coming off a great preseason. The Northgate Broncos with a 10-2 record, senior captain Dylan Golan averaging 15 points a game.
And the Broncos taking on a 9-4 Clayton Valley team led by sharpshooting Jeremiah Dargan and his 18 points a game. Clayton Valley and Northgate played on Tuesday night.
Adrian Soriano in Walnut Creek as Northgate takes on Clayton Valley. The Broncos start the game on a 17-2 run. Brady Cook drives, then kicks it out to a wide-open Thane Merrill, who fires and hits from deep. Then it's Tim Shaver with a pass to Luke Joseph, and the senior drills his shot from three-point land, but the Ugly Eagles battle back. Andrew Carmen passes to Jake King, who connects from downtown, and it's 22-11 Broncos after one. Clayton Valley continues to claw back into the game. Jeremiah Dargan pulls up from mid-range, and that is nothing but net. 31-21 Northgate at halftime. Second half now, and it's Merrill dishing to Brady Cook in the corner, and Brady shoots and scores as the Broncos take a 49-37 lead after three. Clayton Valley looking to rally back in the fourth. The first shot is off, but Jason Zimmer gets his own rebound, then kicks it out to Mason Bamberger for three. Then it's Dargan over to Ramon Bailey Jr., who gets another three-pointer to go. It's a 6-point game, but the Broncos answer back. Cook drives to the basket, lays it in, plus the foul. It's a 10-point game now. Clayton Valley comes right back. Dargan to Zimmer to Carmen for three, and the lead is back down to four. But Northgate had answers to every Clayton Valley haymaker. Cook finds Merrill in the corner, and Thane connects for another three-pointer as Northgate wins it 68-58 to go to 1-0 in the Diablo Foothill League.
We'll head over to Portola Valley for some boys basketball. Pinewood meeting up on the hardwood against Woodside Priory. Courtney Tate with the highlights to the first. Priory got to a strong start here. 6'9" Steve Aminike on the follow. Woodside Priory up 4-0 later. Pinewood fighting back. Daniel Blotter finds George Texter open in the corner. George knocks down the money ball, scores 7-3 Priory. Second quarter, a Pinewood three ties it up. Milan Dewan from the top of the key. Bang! Score tied at 10. Later, Woodside Priory on a big scoring run. Balls inbounded to Aminike, right back to Rahan Perwani, and that's just good offense. 25-12 Priory. Third quarter was all the home team. Clint Smith catches it in the corner, dumps it into Steve Aminike. Steve with a beautiful reverse layup. 23 for the big man. 27-12 Priory. Later, Rostan Alama Abanda from the top of the key. He'll keep it himself, showing some nice hang time here. Gets the easy lay-in. 29-12 Priory. Pinewood still fighting late in the third. Logan Thompson to Milan Jawan for another three. His fourth of the game. 35-15 Priory to the fourth. Woodside Priory in transition. Clint Smith puts up the three. Got it. 45-17 Priory. Finally, Priory looking to close it out. Caleb Huffman back to Adam Zaranstra. Good for three, and that'll do it. Woodside Priory takes the win 61-34. Steve Aminike led the way with 23 points.
Some Mount Hamilton League girls soccer as Lee collides with Lincoln. Jake Vanderbrook with the highlights. The Longhorns look to get on the board first, threatening near the box, but Landry Schoenauer makes a spectacular save. One of her 13 saves on the night. Over 18 minutes into the game, Lexi Thompson delivers an excellent ball. First shot gets denied, but America Frias drills it in the back of the net. 1-0 lead. Still in the first half, Longhorns on the counterattack. Mia Urba passes it over to Akshaya, but Huga Dumby and number 10 finishes with the left foot. Longhorns now lead 2-0. More Lee in the first half and more America Frias as the senior dodges a goalkeeper and scores. The UCLA commit had 3 goals in this one. 4-0 lead at the half, and from there the Longhorns cruise to the finish line. This time Irba finds Kennedy Borg and scores. Lee improves to 7-0-2 on the season, being Lincoln 6-0.
Doherty Valley Wildcats host the San Ramon Valley Wolves in a game filled with every kind of emotion. Wildcats looking to get on the board first, but Joey Cortone is there for the save to keep the game scoreless. Mid-first, Jackson Soing shoots over the goalkeeper just out of his reach, and the Wolves strike first. Within the next minute, Taylor Higgins shoots in the same spot as Soin, and the Wolves take a 2-0 lead at the half. But don't count out the Wildcats just yet. Early second, Antonio Manzo finds Brandon Axon in the box and gets the ball past the goalkeeper. Wildcats trail by 1. Mid-second, Wildcats looking to tie. The shot is blocked, but Matas Travenskis is there to put it in the back of the net, and the game is tied. Few minutes later, this time it's Travenskis passing to Keon Shaughnessy, and the Wildcats take the lead after being down 2-0 in the first. Less than 10 minutes left. Off the corner kick, Owais Ali's header finds Juan Sanchez in the box to tag on to the lead, and the Wildcats complete the comeback after being down 2-0 and score 4 goals in the second half.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the great folks at the Rikus Center.
The players chosen from their performances in last week's games. Here are the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
49ers Cal High, Rikus Center, your Players of the Week. On the Fremont campus, I bet they talk a lot about Dave Chata, whose jumper's hotter than lava. A senior guard dominating for the Firebirds, getting buckets, exciting all fans and admirers. Against Monta Vista, he had a stellar game. With 34 points, it was a wrap like cellophane. As Fremont secured the win in tight fashion, their 10th of the season in conference action. Here's another lady baller with game so wholesome. Ignacio Valley's Lanaya Folsom. Whether she's spotting up or taking it off the dribble, she's cooking defenders like pancakes on the griddle. With 25 points to go with 6 assists and 12 steals, showing defensive magnificence to lead the Warriors to a win over Antioch. Victory tastes sweeter than a candy shop. 49ers Cal High, Rikus Center, Bennett Raw, your Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
The Golden State Warriors bring us the Basketball Coach of the Week each week.
This week's Warriors Coach of the Week is California head basketball coach Steve Ohlmeyer. Coach Ohlmeyer and the Grizzlies picking up their first win ever against De La Salle last week. Steve Ohlmeyer, this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great advice for athletes each week.
Here's Dr. Michael Freehill with this week's tip.
A significant issue to be aware of as baseball season approaches is arm pain. Most of the time, arm pain represents fatigue or soreness just from throwing, or maybe throwing a little too much. The key is to stop throwing when you have arm pain. Studies have shown there is anywhere from 7 to 36 times the odds of sustaining a real injury to the throwing arm if you throw through pain and fatigue. Make sure your coaches are paying attention to the recommended pitch count rules with limits on pitches and days of rest after pitching.
Coming up, our CCS SunPower Electric game as Silver Creek takes on Pioneer.
And the Lincoln Lions take on Lee in boys soccer. This is 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. The Rikus Center's Community Service Program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikus Center has to offer, our Community Service Program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikus Center.
Cody!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the US Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build, perform, design, and sustain the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction's buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a huge reason we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley, and why DevCon gets 95% of its business from repeat customers for future projects. DevCon Construction will continue to build our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
Warriors, established 1946. Get your tickets now at warriors.com.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member FDIC. By Stanford Healthcare. #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By Cal Hope. Get free COVID-19 stress management tips from Cal Hope. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By SunPower, proud partner of the 49ers. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the SunPower Electric game. This one comes from the Mount Hamilton division, where league play opened up this week. The Silver Creek Raiders coming off an impressive 11-2 pre-league record.
The Raiders visiting Pioneer this week, where an emotional pregame ceremony was a part of this big game. It's our SunPower CCS Electric game, and Robert was there.
Electric game.
Tonight's big game between Pioneer and Silver Creek had some special meaning for Joe Bertisevich, the longtime coach of the Pioneer Mustangs, being honored here with a pregame ceremony tonight. Bertisevich has coached this team for 25 years, the athletic director here at Pioneer for 12 years. Good reason for him to be honored tonight.
Just humbled. It's pretty cool. I first practiced a couple days ago. We're practicing. To see my name on the court is kind of surreal. But I'll take it, and thank you, and let's play ball.
So, on the court after the ceremony, the Pioneer Mustangs and Silver Creek Raiders going at it in tonight's CCS SunPower Electric game. Good early first for Pioneer. Rex Danker for three. That's a pretty shot. The Mustangs on the run now. Evan Miller to Jacob Peachy. Nice dish to Sean Crowley. 5-0 Pioneer. But Silver Creek takes charge. Apollo Eugene, get ready for liftoff. Apollo for two. The Raiders score 20 points in the first. Apollo gets 11 of those. Houston, we have a problem. But the Mustangs battle back. Long pass to Jeff Stepan. Up and under. And one. This guy can finish. But the Raiders keep coming. Nohea Apollo with some nice moves in the paint. Silver Creek led by as many as 18 in the first half. Apollo dishes to Elvis Torres. Elvis in the building. It's a 12-point lead. The Mustangs trying to keep it close. A peachy pass to Evan Miller. A corner three. Yes. Late second now. Danker a long outlet pass to Stepan. Another and one for Jeff. Then toss it down low to the senior captain Crowley, working hard in the paint. Another and one, 35-26, Raiders at the half. The Mustangs' comeback continues. Crowley's 9 third-quarter points, a big reason why. Here's Crowley down low again. Another and one, and the 18-point lead is down to just 4. Danker spinning, dishing to Crowley for three, and the Mustangs take a 2-point lead, 41-39 late third. Final moments of the third. Danker, Euro step floater, it's good, just beating the buzzer. It's a 4-point Pioneer lead after 3. Fourth quarter, Silver Creek retakes the lead on this Viren Hala Harivi three-pointer. Hala, but the Mustangs retake the lead and hit their free throws late to win it. Stepan, 2 more of his game-high 22. Crowley with a strong game on both ends. Talked about the meaning of this comeback win.
First time on this court, first time on this brand new court. We had to get a win for our coach, Coach B. Appreciate that, man, so much. Silver Creek's a really good team. This win meant a lot, especially coming back down big in the first and second quarters. This win just meant so much to us.
San Ramon Valley Wolves host the crosstown rival, the Monte Vista Mustangs. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Barely a minute in the game, and Brensley Holmes finds Gianna Rodriguez to put the Wolves on the board first, 1-0. Mid-first, Wolves looking to add to the lead, but Delilah McKnight dives to save the ball, and it's cleared from danger. Late in the first, Charlize Berry gets past the defense, shoots, and ties the game at 1. She had a huge night. With a minute left in the first, Barry does it again. She sends the ball between the keeper's legs, and the Mustangs have a 2-1 lead at the half. In the second, Mustangs on the attack, but Maddie Gams clutches the ball in her arms to keep the game 2-1. 3 minutes left in the game, Barry does it all. She finds Liliana Webb in the box and puts it in the back of the net. Monte Vista stays undefeated on the season after a 2-goal and assist performance from Barry.
Let's go to San Jose now as Lincoln takes on Lee. Adrian Soriano with the highlights. The Lions looking to get on the board early. Christian Cura kicks it inside to Sammy Bravo, but Sammy's header is just over the bar. Lincoln on the attack once again. Brandon Munoz passes to Johan Granados, who tries to curl one, but the shot just goes over the bar. Lee knocking on the door now. Jamie Hirioka's shot is saved, but Evan Nicosia is right there for the second chance. 1-0 Lee Longhorns at halftime. The Lions get a free kick to start the second half, and Granados finds the back of the net for the equalizer. It's tied up at 1. The Longhorns would retake the lead a few minutes later. Roman Fletcher's shot from long distance goes off the crossbar, but Nicosia is right there once again to convert the second chance. It's 2-1 Lee. One more for the Longhorns as Hirioka gets the left-footed shot past the keeper and into the net as Lee wins it 3-2 behind the brace from Evan Nicosia.
Each week, Albany's Construction brings us a dirty work play. This is a play with the same type of grit and determination shown by the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's dirty work play goes to Half Moon Bay keeper Kira Biondi. Kira makes a fine save on the initial shot, diving to the turf, then punching away the rebound. Kira Biondi doing the dirty work just like Albany's Construction. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, celebrating top cheer and dance teams from all around the Bay Area.
This week, we feature the team from California High School.
Coming up, out to the East Bay League we go for San Ramon Valley and Doherty Valley.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for boys basketball.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days. They're curious, creative, kind, and resilient. A generation of tolerant givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. At Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to powering their brilliance with nutritious, organic, American Humane Certified dairy and teaching them the importance of eating all the colors of the rainbow. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, Moreau West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Moreau West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Moreau West works for me.
Moreau West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Moreau West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces, and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
We are the Los Gatos Wildcats, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
We are back with a big game in the East Bay League. Everyone got one game in last week. Two teams opening this week with wins.
Doherty Valley comes into this week with a perfect 13-0 record. San Ramon Valley opened league play last week with freshman Mason Thomas having a big game. The Wolves with a battle on their hands this week in the game played at Doherty Friday night. Coach Brian Botein's son Hunter helping design some plays for San Ramon Valley and making me smile for our Invisalign Bright Smile Award. Ryan Beasley is simply amazing for Doherty Valley. Beasley with a very casual long three here, but the Wolves come right back. Colin Ecker into the lane for a strong two and a foul. This game tight the entire way. You have to guard this guy every inch of the court. Beasley another very long three. San Ramon, though, led by 3 after 1. More Beasley in the second. Ryan putting on a show for the home crowd. But the Wolves answer. Here's famous Seamus dealing from outside. It's tied at 22 all in the second. Here's Beasley again. Ryan frying the nets. Another deep three. 31 all at the half. Second half, Wolves start to build a lead. The freshman Mason Thomas drives and scores. Then in the fourth, SRV gets hot. Parker McLaughlin hits back-to-back threes, followed by another long three ball from William Aimbridge to give the Wolves an 8-point lead splash. But the Wildcats scratch away at the lead. Ryan Beasley is out of his mind as Ryan hits a long two here. Late fourth quarter, Doherty Valley down by 3. The shot is blocked, but Connor Sevilla will get it back, and Connor nails the three to tie the game at 61 all. And the Doherty crowd is going crazy. Time running down in the tie game. The long three is off, but there with the rebound put back is famous Seamus Dealey as the Wolves go crazy, winning the game by 2. 43 points in the game for Beasley, 14 for famous Seamus.
Northgate at Alhambra Thursday evening. Alhambra strikes first. Daniella Perez with some moves before finding an opening to drive in for the bucket as it bounces its way in. Northgate's turn. Kristen Saunders hits Jaylee Croy for the three. 3 players finished in double digits for Alhambra, and here's one of them. Riley Adams-Barnes fights her way to the basket, turns and muscles up the shot for 2 points for the Bulldogs. Back to the Broncos. Tegan Gaines to Jaylee Croy. Right back to Gaines for the corner three. Northgate trails just 14-12 after a quarter. Second quarter, and Tage Scheid flies down the court, then passes back out to Kristen Saunders. She launches, and it's good for 3. Northgate will keep a small lead until 3.5 minutes left in the game. Lexi LaPerry lays it in to take the lead for the Bulldogs, 37-36. The very next play, Amelia Schrag takes it to the hoop to give the Broncos back the 1-point lead. Close all the way to the end, tied at 41 with half a minute to go, and Skylar Parker comes up with the ball. She drives in and breaks the tie with this layup. The Bulldogs go on to win a nail-biter. Final score, 44-41.
We'll head to Cupertino for some girls soccer. Mountain View meeting Homestead on the soccer pitch. Courtney Tate with the highlights. Right out of the gate, Mountain View on the attack, looking for the first goal. But Aaliyah Bustamante says not this time, giving up her body to come up with the big stop later. Mountain View still charging downfield this time. Isabella Walker finds Karina Shaw, and Karina finds the back of the net, score 2-0 Mountain View. Finally, right before the half, Isabella Walker again, this time to Allie Montoya. Allie punches it in just under the crossbar for her second goal, and the Spartans have a 3-0 lead to the second. Allie still on fire. Allie with a laser shot to the back of the net for her third goal of the match. What a performance by the Stanford commit. Finally, Mustangs still fighting late in the second. Ball's inbounded, and Chloe Dupin gets a piece of it. She punches it in, but Mountain View takes the win, led by Allie Montoya with 3 goals. Spartans improved to 10-1 on the season.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Courtney Tate joins us now with the story of the Clayton Valley soccer star and her Central American connections.
Clayton Valley's Daniella Perez's love for soccer has been the bridge to connect her to her roots.
Senior center back Daniella Perez grew an immediate passion for soccer by the age of 4. The senior says the sense of community and camaraderie she experienced at an early age kept her wanting to return to the field.
A lot of things that I loved about it was the community of how kind all the players were and how much fun it was to just be running up and down the field.
Soccer became Daniella's life, and as her talent progressed, the opportunities began flowing in seamlessly. She most recently competed at the national level representing Team Nicaragua.
Getting to play at that level is something that is not given to a lot of people, so I'm really honored for the opportunity that I had, and it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and it's something amazing.
Daniella says out of all the emotions she felt most honored to represent the country many of her relatives are from, including her mother, who migrated to the United States just before Daniella was born.
It's just something that's really cool to experience, especially because I have a lot of family out there who support me and love me representing them and the country, and I think it's just an honor.
Clayton Valley's varsity girls soccer coach Aaron Pomeroy says Daniella's experiences in her home and soccer life forced her to mature at a faster rate than normal, and he says her maturity is evident on the field.
For somebody who's played at the national level for her country for the last 3-4 years at least, she's learned to travel the world as a teenager, and that makes you grow fast, and her maturity really shows on the soccer field.
Daniella works just as hard off the field, adding a part-time job to her already intense school and training schedule in order to help out her family financially. She says seeing her mom happy and proud of her makes it all worth it.
So my mom did migrate from Nicaragua, so for her to see me prosper like this is really amazing to see, for her to see. And my dad was born and raised in New York, so he loved to see me travel outside and get to experience the outside world with the team and with my family and my soccer family as well.
The soccer star says at times she starts to feel overwhelmed. Daniella spends a good amount of time focusing on her mental health.
I feel like there's so many lessons that I learned, especially with just learning how to manage everything and learn to manage, the mental health that comes with being a student athlete and having so much stress to handle.
Daniella's teammate and close friend Sydney Fadrazi McLaughlin says Daniella is one of the quietest on the team still. Her entire team looks up to Daniella because of her accomplishments and leadership on the field.
I think Danny is really well looked up by the rest of our team. They see her as such a big influence because she's the same age as us and she's accomplished so much.
Danny is now honoring her mom's side of the family by representing Team Nicaragua. Now Danny says she wants to honor her dad by choosing to attend school in his home state in New York.
It was a major aspect of my decision. He really loved the city life and he wanted me to experience it. He didn't want me to experience, neighboring my house for college. So that made me want to go to New York a little more.
Danny says she will continue playing for Team Nicaragua throughout her college career.
Danny says out of all of her experiences, the day she signed her commitment letter to Sarah Lawrence Women's Colleges tops them all. She's now preparing to end her final season at Clayton Valley with the hopes of winning a league championship and even an NCS title.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
She is doing great. Each week, Wingstop honors Bay Area teachers who do such a great job.
Here's Salesian Satchel Ford talking about her favorite teacher, Litzia Martin.
Miss Martin, the AP Calculus teacher, is my favorite teacher because she's very kind and she also just is very supportive. If you don't get it right away, she's not frustrated. She's just like, you'll get it the next time, or you'll get it the 5th time or the 17th time, but she keeps going and I really love that.
Once again this season, Wingstop will be giving scholarships at the end of the season, honoring Wingstop owner Terry Blanchard. Terry passed away from COVID in April of 2020. Terry did great work in the community. These scholarships keep that effort alive.
Coming up, it's the mattress firm Perfect Match. It's the girls from St. Francis battling Mitty.
And Bellarmine and Palo Alto meet on the ice. But first, here is this week's Cal Hope mental health tip.
It's hard to be happy and relaxed during this stressful time. So when you're home, make a game plan for mental wellness. Watching or reading too much news about the virus can be overwhelming. It's okay to tune it out sometimes and give yourself a break.
Got 6 + 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself.
10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch?
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's New Bed, New You sale. Right now, you can save up to $500 on our wide selection of top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $4.99 value. Or shop Hot Buys and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Sleepy's twin mattresses starting at $159.99. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Wingstop, sauced and tossed classic wings, crispy tenders, juicy boneless wings. Order them all at wingstop.com. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
We are back with the St. Francis Lancers entering this week with an impressive 10-1 record. The softball girls, Sydney Stewart and Jessica Oakland, combining for 30 points a game.
Yep, they are terrific athletes. The Lancers taking on perennial girls powerhouse Mitty this week. The Monarchs led by 6'2" sophomore Morgan Shelley and her 15 points a game. It's this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match. Morgan Shelley and her Mitty Monarchs introduced before their contest with St. Francis. It was the Lancers taking charge early as Jess Oakland headed to Minnesota on a softball scholarship, gets the lay-in. In transition again, it's Natalia Griselli to Jamie Garospi for 3, and the Lancers have a 10-3 lead. But it was all Mitty from there. Sienna Gudadaro had a great game for the Monarchs, running the court, then dishing to Maya Hernandez, and the junior lays it in. The Monarchs take the lead as Hernandez doing a great job blocking out on the offensive boards and laying it back in. Late in the first, Hernandez standing her ground in the paint, and she gets the charge. The first quarter winding down now. Gudadaro races up court, stops and fires, and Sienna hits the shot, beating the first quarter buzzer 13-10 Mitty after 1. The Monarchs blow it open in the second. Gudadaro was having a night, leading her team in scoring. Sienna with the 3 there. Later in the second, Gudadaro with a long 2. Bang. Mitty outscoring St. Francis 14-2 in the second. More Monarch D, and it's Hernandez again, running the court to get the block. And another steal here. It's Shelley with grand larceny as she goes all the way to the rack with the lefty lay-in. 36-18 Mitty. Hernandez another offensive board here, dishing out to April Chan. April was chantastic with 12 points. Gudadaro led the Monarchs with 19 and very happy to get league play started with a huge win.
This is a really big game for us, especially because we didn't have a week of practice last week. So Coach basically sent us workouts, and we had to do all the workouts at home. And everyone put their work in, did their own thing. This is a big win for us, especially because it's first of the season. It's a great team, so it was really fun to play against them.
Ivan Garcia here in Hayward as the Moreau Catholic Mariners host the Mission San Jose Warriors. Early first, Dominique Maxey finds Madeline Bader open and drains the 3 to take an early lead. Bader not only makes shots but also blocks them and sends the ball into the stands. Mariners 22-4 at the end of 1. Mid-second, Sierra Lou draws the double team, passes to Haley Wakayama, and makes the open 3. A few minutes later, Maxey drives in the lane, makes a move off the glass, and gets it to fall. Mariners up 32-12 at the half. In the third, Maxey drives, but this time passes to Mali Radic and is money from the corner, one of her 5 threes in the game. Warriors looking to answer. Chloe Lynn to wide open Lou, and swish. Mariners still on top, 49-24 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter now. Warriors go on a run to cut the lead to 13 after another Lou 3. But the Mariners stopped any chance of a comeback as Batter gets a floater to fall. Mariners beat the league rival Warriors after Raddick made it rain threes on Mission San Jose and finished with 17 points.
Here come the Bells as Bellarmine takes on Palo Alto. Jake Vanderbrook with the highlights. First period, Palo Alto looking to strike first, but Owen Thompson has other plans with this glove save. On the other end, the Bells look to score first. Loose puck near the crease, but Zane Raza holds his ground between the pipes. No score after one. Second period now, and the Bells turn it up a few dials. Rocco Reginelli with the no-look pass to Brandon Dong, and number 8 buries the puck behind the cage. Bellarmine strikes first. Still in the second frame, Vikings turn the puck over. Brandon Dong puts a good shot on net. Puck is still loose. Richard Navarro finds the puck and finishes with the backhand. 2-0 Bellarmine after 2 periods. But don't count out the Vikings just yet. Third frame, Palo Alto on the power play. Here's a shot near the blue line. Ian Guerin tracks the puck, gets the rebound, and scores. Palo Alto cuts the deficit to 1. Over 4 minutes left in the third. Vikings attacking the Bell zone. Here's a shot from the slot. Doesn't go, but Dylan Oba sneaks the puck past the goaltender for the equalizer. This game ends in a tie. No one wins, no one loses. 2-2 is your final score. And our Sharks Ice Player of the Week goes to Bellarmine's Brandon Dong. Number 8 finished with 1 goal and 1 assist. Congrats to Brandon Dong on being this week's Sharks Ice Player of the Week.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people donating their time to do good work in their communities.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Crystal Montgomery from Leland High School. Crystal is in charge of a unique program called Prep and Roll, helping student athletes learn how to roll their muscles and how to eat correctly for sports. Crystal manages a group of volunteers who help other athletes who compete in a variety of sports at Leland. Crystal told us why this work is so important to her.
For the nutrition portion, we just want to teach athletes how to manage a good diet. That basically means having all your carbs, all your proteins, all your veggies, and how to manage that throughout their day as they approach their athletic activity. So we want them to maintain a good balance with that and also know how much they should eat with each meal.
This season, Gallo Salami will help us find top recruits and find out where they stand in the recruiting process.
This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Mountain View soccer star Ali Montoya. Ali is committed to play next season at Stanford University. Ali finally getting to play for the Cardinal after her commitment there a few years ago.
Yep, exactly.
Coming up, Fremont taking on Saratoga.
And Peninsula action with Burlingame and Cappuccino right here on 49ers Cali Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome back to our NBC Sports Studios with the Saratoga Falcons playing very well with a 10-2 record and opening league with a win last week.
The Falcons taking on a tough Fremont team led by Dave Chaffa. This week's Player of the Week, the El Camino division rivals battling at Toga this week.
We'll head to Saratoga for some boys hoops action. Fremont on the road visiting the Falcons. Courtney Tate with the highlights right out of the gate. Fremont looking to put the first points on the board. Shota Zuzu Amon shot the good for 3. Fremont takes a 3-0 lead early. Later score tied at 8. Amon hits his brother Dave Shota in the corner. Money! Firebirds take 11-8 lead at the end of 1 second quarter. Saratoga's leading scorer Samte Mori with his first points of the game. Sam takes it all the way in himself. Nice move. Falcons have a 14-11 lead later. Saratoga in transition. Sam to Nev Pai. Saratoga with a 22-16 lead now, right before the half. Firebirds tied it up at 27. Dave Shota hits Dan Shazik on the wing, and the 3-ball is good to retake the lead before the half. Third quarter and 3 lead changes already in the second half. Dave shot the 1 dribble pull up, bang! Score tied up again at 36. Later, Falcons regain the lead up 2. Now Nev Pai in transition. Beautiful move, 23 points for Nev, 45-41 Falcons. Finally, Saratoga pulling away. Skip pass over to Samte Mori in the corner, knocks down a big-time 3, and that'll do it. Saratoga takes the win 64-54. Nev Pai led the way with 23 points.
Adrian Soriano in San Bruno as Cappuccino takes on Burlingame. Nico Gamble was feeling it early for the Mustangs. Nico gets the pass from Tino Stamberga and hits from deep. Burlingame comes right back. Jacob Yamagishi dishes to Luke Martineau, who shoots and scores for 3. 5-3 Panthers early on. But the Mustangs answer on the other end. Nico Caruso finds a wide open gamble, and Nico hits again from downtown as Cappuccino takes a 17-12 lead after 1. Second quarter now, and Zayden Martin drives to the hoop and gets the bucket to go. Then it's Will Ulrich going coast to coast as Burlingame jumps ahead 31-28 at the half. To the second half we go, and Alex Chin kicks it out to a wide open Caruso in the corner, and Nico makes it splash from downtown to tie the game at 33, but the Panthers fight back. Sean Richardson over to Martineau in the corner, and Lou connects for another Burlingame 3, 42-38 Panthers after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Yamagishi passes to Martin, who lays it up and in, plus the foul. It's a 6-point game. Cappuccino looking to rally back, but Ulrich steps in to draw the charge as Burlingame pulls away to win it 55-44 to go to 1-1 in the Peninsula South Division.
Once again this season, Valley Health Plan and the San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Cameron Salazar from Acalanes. Cameron with a big goal in the Dons' win last week.
The boys soccer player of the week is Connor Casey from Las Lomas. Connor also with a big goal for his team in a win last week. Each week, the Harker School helps us honor top scholar athletes. This week's scholar athlete is the young lady we met earlier in the show, Daniella Perez, on the Nicaraguan national team, sporting a very impressive 4.1 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. 6 Harker seniors, the most of any school in California, were among the top 300 scholars named in this year's Regeneron Science Talent Search. Alice Fang, Alex Hugh, Rishab Partho Sarathi, Safath Ramachandran, Amy Wang, and Emily Zhu each received a $2,000 prize and are in the running to become top 40 finalists, who will be announced January 20th. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, our NCS SunPower Electric game as Granada battles Dublin.
And the Oak Grove Eagles battle Silver Creek in girls hoops. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college. Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
My name is Gary Rikus, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement. Anyone can come regardless of their ability to pay and perform, and anyone is as important as anyone could possibly be. The staff here are the thing. So it's not me, and it's not the facility. The staff is what implements those values and helps the people make progress. So as a service organization that's trying to help someone accomplish their goals, I couldn't be prouder of what we're doing.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Back to the East Bay League now, and 2 more teams who picked up opening week wins last week. The Granada Matadors, with a very tall team causing lots of problems for opponents.
The Matadors taking on a Dublin team also off to a fine start and looking to compete for a league title. It's our NCS SunPower Electric game, and our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
Our NCS Sun Power Electric game features an East Bay League battle between Dublin and Granada. Both teams will look to keep their winning streaks alive. For Dublin, Courtney Anderson Jr. is on our watch list. The junior chipped away with 17 points against Foothill. And for Granada, look for Andrew McKeever to get a lot of minutes. The 6'11" junior will look to use his height advantage in both rebounding and scoring. Buckle up for this one. It's Dublin and Granada in our NCS Sun Power Electric game. First quarter, the Gales' full court press turns into offense as Jalen Stokes gets the steal and lays it in for 2 points. Back and forth we go. Matadors go with the long ball. Doesn't fall, but Nate Keeney is there for the putback plus the foul. Granada up 21-20 after one. Second quarter, more Dublin turning defense into offense. Courtney Anderson Jr. throws it down with 2 hands. You'll see that play later in the show. But the Matadors respond. The mid-range jumper doesn't go, but Andrew McKeever says, I got it, with this putback in 2 of his 18 points in the ball game. Final seconds of the first half, Navon Long comes away with a ferocious block, but Jalen Stokes grabs the loose ball and lays it in before the buzzer sounds. 36-29 Dublin at the half. At halftime, check out this shot from the student section. Cash, telling Granada to shoot the long ball. And so the Matadors accept their request. Third quarter, Nate Keeney pulls up from the corner. Bang, 42-40 Granada. Moments later, Kevin Grant lines up for a triple. That's good. 50-42 Granada after 3. And the Matador student section is on their feet. But the Gals march back. Donovan Cooks receives a pass from Anderson from the top of the key, and Cooks is cooking from deep. More Dublin. This time, Courtney Anderson works in the paint, puts up a tough shot, and gets it to go. We have a tie game. Final seconds of the fourth. Gals have one last shot. Donovan Cooks for the win. Got it! Oh my goodness, a big dub for Dublin as the Gals defeat the Matadors 59-56. This is what Cooks had to say on the victory.
We knew there was a lot of emotion coming into this game, but we just knew to stick together with our guys, so it felt really good to get this win. I have full trust in the coaches, and whatever he drew up, we're going to execute, and I knew that.
In Livermore with the NCS Sun Power Electric game, I'm Jake Vanderberg, 49ers, Cal Sports.
Courtney Tate here in San Jose. Time for some girls basketball. Silver Creek on the road visiting Oak Grove. To the first, Oak Grove with the strong start. Emily No pushing ahead in transition. Nice pass to Isabella Campbell for the easy lay-in. Eagles out to an 8-2 lead later. Raiders fighting back. Shot goes up, and it's Caitlin Cadigal with the follow and a beautiful reverse layup to finish. 12-9 Eagles. 20 seconds left in the first. Silver Creek down 3. Christy Wynn drives baseline, gets the bucket in the foul. Christy sinks the free throw, ties it up at 13. Second quarter. Oak Grove back ahead. Emily to Sade Williams. Sade good for 3 from the corner. Eagles up 23-18 to the third. Silver Creek trying to get some points on the board. Kennedy Ventura to Christy Wynn. Christy with another and one. Cuts the lead to 6. Later, score tied at 32. Lynn Boyd from the top of the key. Bang! Oak Grove up 35-32. Finally, fourth quarter, Oak Grove looking to put it away. Sade Williams finds Emily No at the top of the key, and the money ball is good for Emily. That'll do it. Oak Grove wins 47-41. Sade Williams led the way with 15 points.
Coming up, West Catholic League action with St. Francis and St. Ignatius.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for girls basketball.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium with West Catholic League action entering its second week. St. Francis Lancers were one of 3 league teams picking up first week wins.
St. Ignatius picked up an opening week loss after a 9-1 preseason. The Wildcats and Lancers at St. Francis this week.
Adrian Soriano in Mountain View as St. Francis takes on St. Ignatius Wednesday night. The Lancers take an early lead. Gavin Everett to Thomas Moto for 3, and it's 9-8 St. Francis after 1. St. Ignatius fires back in the second. Adrian Delena finds Felix Kim in the corner, and Felix hits his shot from deep. Then it's Ryan Conroy over to Alex Reich for another SI3, and the Wildcats jump ahead 14-9. But the Lancers answer back. Isaiah Kerr dishes to Harlan Banks, who lays it up and in. 23-17 SI at the half. The Lancers still rallying back in the second half. Banks pulls up from mid-range, and that shot is money in the bank, and the SI lead is cut down to 2. SI responds on the other end. Giancarlo Toledo to right to Sean Quantico, who shoots and scores from the corner. the Lancers come right back. Tim Natani with a nice post move and banks in his shot as St. Ignatius takes a 35-33 lead after 3. Fourth quarter and the Wildcats begin to pull away. Quantico finds Rory Keneally in the paint and Rory lays it in plus the foul. Now it's Conroy kicking it out to a wide open Giancarlo Toledo and Giancarlo makes it splash from downtown. One more for SI as Keneally gets the offensive glass, then passes to Quantico in the corner, and Sean gets his three-point bomb to fall as St. Ignatius wins it 62-51 for their first win in the West Catholic League.
Each week this season, Moreau West Credit Union brings us athletes, giving credit to those people who have made their success happen.
Here's Mari Sombichian from Oakland Tech talking about her trainer, Packy Turner.
I would give credit to my trainer, Packy. You know, I've been with him since 4th grade. You know, all the hours in the gym, early in the morning, late at night, like all of it, all the work, like that's what I trust. If I'm working, I know I can trust that, working harder than everybody else out there. So I would just give him credit because, you know, we put in the hours, we put in the work. So, yeah.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play.
This week's Be Happy play goes to Donovan Cooks from Dublin High, hitting the shot at the buzzer to give the Dublin Gales the victory, and the team was very happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. I think it's going to be this play, but you're going to have to wait to find out.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Justin. For today's training tip, we're going to go with a trap bar jump. Tyler's going to stand in the middle of the bar and he's going to pick the bar up with a flat back here. He's going to stand straight up. To initiate the movement, he's going to drop down and jump as high as he can and land an athletic stance here. Go again. If this is difficult for you, I recommend using a kettlebell instead.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week award, all the winners vying for the Play of the Year and the coveted championship belt.
We'll show you some contenders and then name this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week. Let's start with Dublin's Courtney Anderson Jr. throwing it down with two hands. Let's stay in the East Bay for San Ramon Valley's Seamus Dealey with a buzzer beater putback to beat Doherty Valley, but the Play of the Week has to go to Donovan Cooks from Dublin. Donovan with a three-pointer to win it for the Gales. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Donovan Cooks with the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there for game highlights from the big Modesto Christian St. Mary's game. Those highlights and more coming up next on 49ers Sac High Sports.